In this video, I'm going to show you the type of daily reporting to expect in the Ninth Siddhi Psychic Development Program, which advocates for world peace through group meditation, incentivized by winning lotteries. So let's get started. Let the fun begin. Hi, Larry Bingelman here, and welcome to another Adventures in Consciousness video. If this is your first visit to this channel, and you want to learn how to improve your lottery predictions while also encouraging a nonviolent world, start by subscribing and click the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. We post weekly. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk in general terms about how the Ninth Siddhi's Psychic Development Program works. So to start, members of a Ninth Siddhi group meditate together on social media. See my video playlist as to how quantum energies encourage a nonviolent community and enhances your ability to win lotteries. If you're not a regular meditator, a popular mantra meditation will be assigned to you. After a 15 or 20-minute meditation, you will use a proven lottery visualization to remotely view your lottery number prediction. You will then email your prediction to us. We will use the Ninth Siddhi algorithm to analyze all the predictions from each member of the group. Finally, the group prediction will be emailed back to all the members of the meditating group to be played that day. It is when we analyze your individual predictions that the fun really starts. For example, on a daily basis, you'll receive a rating chart from us when we send you the group's lottery number to play for that day. In that same report, your group will also be rated. By rating your predictions, you will be able to see whether the program is improving your prediction ability or not. Based on a 10-day average, if your rating is not improving, we may ask you to consider changing your mantra meditation, or consider changing your visualization, or consider a change in diet or exercise. Of course, we would request that you see a doctor, medical doctor, before any changes in diet or exercise take place. Okay, so let's take a look at the 3-game individual rating worksheet. This worksheet inputs data to the 10-day average chart, which becomes your rating for that day. And we'll take a look at that chart, that graph, in a moment or so, but it's not as complicated as it looks. So first, note the date. Here's the date. It's in the future because this is an example. But you can see that it's about 11 days here worth of data. Let me direct your attention to the very first row here. This your prediction. That's the prediction that this meditator predicted on all these days. The second row is the actual lottery number. 804, 077, all the way through. The idea here is to compare the two. You would get 5 points for the number being included in the actual number, and 10-point kind of a bonus for the number being in the proper position. So let's take a quick look at how that might work. On 1/1/2020, Judy, an initiate, predicted 841. The actual lottery number was 804. So she predicted an 8 here, and an 8 is in the lottery number. So she would get a 5 because the number is included, but she would also get a 10-point bonus because, look here, it's in the right position. So she gets a total for that first number of 15 points. The next number she predicted was 4. 4 is also in the actual lottery number, but it's not in the right position. So she only gets 5 points for that. And if we look at this, her last numeral that she predicted was a 1. It's not anywhere in the number, so she doesn't get any points for that. But we add up all those points, she gets 20 points that day. You go to the next number. 7, yes, 7 is included, not the right position, but it is included. So she gets 5 points here. A 4 is not included anywhere, no points there. And 1 isn't anywhere, no points there, so she gets 5 here. Now let's, real quickly, I won't bore you to death here. 1 here, not included. So no points. 3, yes, wrong position, only 5 points. 2, not included, 0 points, so 5. We go on that way every day. And then what we do is, these are all the points that she earned for 10 days. And then we take a 10-day average. We add up all these numbers for 10 days and divide by 10, and her average was 15. That becomes her rating for that day. The next day, you can see she got 30, 20 dropped off, so her rating went up by a point to 16. Keep that in mind. Now what this does, it feeds another worksheet, which we'll look at in just a moment. So this is the 3-number game individual rating chart. The bars on the chart, these here, are the points earned from the prior worksheet. Now it's an example, not all the numbers match perfectly. The red line is the trend line. It is the daily rating for each day. This is a 10-day average. So this point right here is the average of these prior 10 days. This is the prior 10 days. So you can see that she started out really good, kind of came down, but the last little bit here, really good, really improving significantly. From our experience, this chart is pretty typical of the results that you can expect from 50% of initiates who have no prior experience meditating. The results from experienced meditators, they're different. They follow, their trend lines are different. When an initiate first begins the program, she surrenders to her goodness within effortlessly, but inevitably and eventually, she will begin to try to view the correct number during her visualization. And as I have said a number of times, trying guarantees failure. You or I or billions of people on earth will never ever win a lottery by trying. That is, using our egos to try to view a number. It's not going to happen. The entire program is dependent on experiencing a state of life which is not bound by space or time. It's the whole idea behind meditating. Getting close to the source of thought. That's where you want that visualization to be. That's where you're going to view the number. But with more practice comes an inner guidance, and eventually she again is able to surrender to her goodness within, and the ratings begin to improve. So here it's effortless because she's just starting out. Then obviously she says, well, this is really pretty good. I can do better. The more she tries, the quicker she fails. Eventually her inner own goodness says, if I just settle in, if I just relax, if I just allow, if I surrender to the goodness within, if I get the number, good. If I don't get a number, that's okay too. Just relax. Everything will be okay. You can see that the numbers begin to improve. We found that the peak in the rating trend line always is higher than the last peak, and the troughs always higher than the last low. In this way, the initiate improves. So it kind of goes in cycles like this. That's just how it works. Now the goal, of course, is to get 40, maybe 60% of the group all synchronizing their upward trending ratings. When the group becomes synchronized, that is to say, acting as one, the group will begin to win lotteries. In addition to this individual worksheet and chart, you will receive your group's worksheet and 10-day rating chart. Now, let me ask a question. If we have multiple groups, should we publish all the groups' ratings? If we have multiple groups, should we publish to all members of the city all of the groups' predictions? What do you think? Leave a comment. We're just starting out, and I really do need your input. Before improving in rank, now I'm talking about rank now, not rating, your group must win the 3-number game. Now, once the group predicts the 3-number game, then everybody in that group moves up in rank from initiate to apprentice and begins work on a 4-number game. Once that 4-number game is won by the group, everybody in the group moves up in rank to officer. After a 5-number game is won, everybody in the group moves up in rank to master. And finally, after a 6-game group win, to principal. Again, if you think you're not improving as quickly as you would like, the Ninth Siddhi administrators may ask you to make changes to your practice. We reserve the right to move you to a different group if we think that's going to help you. If you think this is a good idea or a bad idea, please leave a comment. If you want more information on the theory and practice of winning lotteries using group mantra meditation, watch the Adventures in Consciousness playlist. In addition to mantra meditations, we will also be recommending specific Robert Monroe technologies. See the Robert Monroe playlist on this channel to see any of the complimentary videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We post weekly. Thank you for watching.